Well, hello everyone, and thank you for joining me at Juanette's Crafting Corner. Before I get started, I would like to thank these people for their birthday wishes and their comments. It was wonderful. I'm going to be answering your question real soon, Lucy. Uh, and then Lenny P said she always uses tea instead of coffee, and so she never has to worry about the smell of coffee on her paper. So Lucy had the question, does the coffee take away the shininess from the sticker book? So I'm just going to flip a couple of pages and I've got it up real close so that you can see. I believe it does. It seems to really help that. Now, I think this bird would have been quite shiny, but you can see with spraying the coffee on the bird, it's not shiny anymore. And here's some of the butterflies. So, Lucy, I think it does. So anyway, let's get started in today's video. In our last video, we were working on this flip-flop journal, and I did go ahead and do a little bit of decorating on the front cover, and that mainly was for the pictures for the thumbnail. I put a little bit of gold trim here and brought it around, a little bit of lace here, brought it around. I have a little bit of lace here that I brought around that way. I've got a tiny bit there. I did go ahead and add some lace here. This journal belongs to, and so I think that is complete for the front as far as lace, but I may be able to still, because it folds out like this, I may be able to take it underneath my sewing machine and do a little stitching there. So that's kind of my plan. Now, as I flip through it, I want to see what else I want to decorate on the main pages. And I see this here. And the woman that inspired this journal was Pam from Pandora's Junk Journals, and I apologize. I did not link her channel. At least I don't think I remember to in the description box of the first video. So I apologize for that, Pam, but I will remember to do it for this next one. And she slow stitched this. Look at, it's a basket with some flowers and a little bit of lace up here. She did a lot of work on it, and I thought that would look pretty there, but I wanted to extend a little bit more, because if I glue it down right there, I think the pocket is going to be too small. So if I add this, and there's all this stitching, beautiful stitching back here, which will impede something going in. So if I add that to it, and then that will extend that out. So let's just add this here. The other thing is, you know, Tim Holtz came out with a new set of scissors. They're the spring action ones. I did buy the big ones. The jury's still out on those, just because I think there is a little bit of a learning curve on them. So we'll see. So I'm just going to snip that there. Well, actually, that's not good. that didn't cut that there. They're for paper, really, not for fabric. And that is very, very thick fabric. So, okay, I'm going to cut him some slack on that. Let's see, I do like that. And then I think this is a little bit too long. And of course, I don't have my fabric scissors right here with me. So I'm going to once again come in here and just snip and try to tear that. And then add a little bit more to that other side. Yeah, there we go. Let's see if that'll work. Okay, that did make that side a little bit longer, wider, I meant. So that will work there. But I thought, ooh, let's see. Oh, that is pretty. I must admit, though, it's almost going to be too thick for the pocket. But if I just take a tiny bit here and add just the lace itself, yeah, I'm gonna have to cut Tim some slack on these scissors just because that is very tough. And I just kind of ripped that whole lace there. But that's okay. So anyway, sometimes I say I don't have the gift of gab because, you know, I'm retired and I don't, you know, I'm not out and about very much, but I do have some things going on now. I am in the process of planning a trip back to Italy and then going to Spain. It'll be my first time to Spain. And I had thought I'm going to fly into Italy. I'm going to go with my friend Vern from Triple V Vintage. And yeah, I think that's going to be okay there. And I'll trim that down once I sew this. So I'm going to put this aside because I'll just do some slow stitching there. And let's see what else we want to do. But anyway, I'm going with my friend Vern from Triple V Vintage. And we had originally thought that we would take a train from Italy to Spain, but the cost for the train is $190, and to fly was only like $40. So, you know, I don't think we're going to take a train. And then I'm also thinking, Vern doesn't know this yet, I'm also considering just renting a car. I looked, and the distance to drive from Bologna, Italy to Barcelona is about 13 or 14 hours is all. And I thought, oh, we could take a few days to make that drive. And then, of course, if you go along the coastline, you can see the south of France. And I thought, oh, we could do a couple of trips through France. So that may be in the works. Oh, I do like a little bit of lace here. Yeah, I like that. Now this is a pocket here. So yeah, that needs a little bit of lace. I brought out a couple of things. No, I think it needs to be a lighter one. Yeah, and I like how this one shows a little bit more of the writing underneath. So I'm going to glue this down. So yeah, so that's all in the planning about how we're going to get from Italy to Spain. And oh, the other thing, I think I've told you this, what I start doing as I'm planning for a trip, I of course do our flight, figure that out, that's done. And then the next thing is I start Googling landmarks to see. And then I keep a note of what to see, where the address is, and where it is in the city. And so I've started that. I think I have about 6 things on the list for Barcelona right now. Let's see. Oh, and the other thing I always like to do is I like to do the hop on, hop off bus in whatever large city I'm in. I know they're very touristy, but the thing I like about them is, if you guys are not aware of what they are, it's a bus ticket, and it's usually a double-decker bus, and you have a ticket and you can get on at any point, and they drive through a city kind of like loops, and they will stop at various landmarks, and you can get off if you want. And then, like, the bus comes around every 15 minutes to a half an hour. And if you want to get back on the next bus, then you do. But I like to do that. The whole loop of a city usually takes anywhere from maybe a half an hour to an hour and a half, something like that. It depends. And I like to do that the first day in the morning, and it gives me a lay of the land and where I might want to, uh, you know, I'm like, maybe I didn't Google a certain spot and didn't see that, oh, that might be fun to stop there and go look in there. So I do like to do that. So I've checked out the price of that, and I do like that. So we're going to leave that there. And then I also have this. I thought that would be a nice little pocket. It's got like an embroidery. Yeah, this is the way it goes, an embroidery daisy on there. So let's flip and see where we want to maybe put that. So yeah, so I'm in the process. This is also another little pocket. So there needs to be some decorative element here. And I think on that, it needs some lace. That's just one small piece. Maybe we want it to come up a little bit over the edge. So yeah, so I'm starting to make notes, figuring that out. Now see, this will flip out like this. So this could actually come all the way across. So I need a bigger piece. So this is pretty. Oh, I think I did, where? Oh, this was on the last journal, I think. Or is it on the front? No, this, I had used some of this on my last journal I had done. That is pretty, that little leaf around there. So anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on. Oh, and today is actually my birthday, the day that I'm filming this, but this will not air until Monday after my birthday. And I am going to be up in Flagstaff at my daughter's cabin up there. I'm just not liking any of this. Both of the older grandkids are going to be at a church camp, and my daughter wanted, now this is a pocket here. This is just decor here. So definitely some lace along here. So she wanted somebody to be up there in case there was an emergency, to be able to help them out. Now, that does. I think that would work if this came over just a tiny bit, because this is so short. Okay, you need to think about things like that. And the other thing is, it could go there. No, that's just not jumping out at me. Just not jumping out at me. So anyway, I'm going to be up there. I have already packed a bunch of things. That looks okay like that. I'm going to do that. To do some slow stitching up there. And so I'm going to work on a vessel. I think if I just do some here, it'll dry. I'm going to work on a vessel for my daughter's coffee table. Up there, they have a big handmade, carved from a large tree coffee table. It's absolutely beautiful, but it's massive. And I want to hand stitch or slow stitch like a bowl for them to keep their, TV controls and stuff like that. So, and her colors are blue, so I've gathered all blue ribbons and fabrics and stuff like that. Okay, I think that's going to be okay like that. And then there's going to be something in that pocket there. Yeah, it does stick out just a tiny bit, but because it's lace, if it gets folded up or wrinkled, that's not a big deal. Okay, so that's that. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm getting ready. I'm going today, like I said, is my birthday. My son has a dentist appointment that I have to take him to at noon. And then we are going over to my daughter's house for a barbecue at around 3. Now there needs to be something here. Now I left this as a tuck, but there needs to be something there. So yeah, so you just keep, and I think I added this. I didn't show you that. That's a flip out where I folded the paper. It's a digital, and I folded it. I actually just stuck the whole thing down, and so this can flip out and be a journaling space. Just keep checking that to make sure it's not wet so I don't glue down pages. I did this, and I don't like the way that looks there, that line. So I need to add just a little bit of something there. Oh, see, I saw this tiny little piece there. And I want just a small little piece of rickrack. I think I'm finding some here. Yeah, I'm just going to stick that down there. So anyway, so yeah, we're going to be at her house for a little barbecue. And so yeah, it should be a good day. And it will be nice to be up in Flagstaff. It's a lot cooler than here in the Phoenix area. And it's up in the mountains. Did I do a little research? I think it's 7,000 feet up in the national forest, and it's in among pine trees. And yeah, so I'm going to be looking forward to that. I am going to take my portable camera mount. I might do a video up there. A bit of filming on my slow stitching. Yeah, that added just a little bit. I like how that looks. And now there needs to be, I think there needs to be something up here too. Maybe just another little piece. No, I don't like the same thing. Yeah, so I might do that. No, that looks upside down. Nope, too frilly. I just have this small little container that I keep in a drawer. Those are my just small little bits of lace. Oh, that's not horrible, but it just doesn't, there's something about it that just does not. Oh, maybe like that. And then, yeah, I like that better. And then it just comes off the top a little bit so you can see it there. I think we'll do that. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. What about you guys? What's going on with you? My sweet little Fiona is doing good. She's going to be going up there with me. And so my daughter was just up there, oh, probably a week ago, and we FaceTime, and there were 4 deer in her backyard. I was like, oh my gosh, that is just unbelievable. And I shouldn't have brought that glue all the way to the top up there, but oh well. C'est la vie, as they say. It will eventually dry. Yeah, it's just a tiny bit there. So anyway, okay, now let's see. Bring this back around. See, there will be something here, something decorative. I do want to use this. I want to use this in a pocket. But I've got so many pockets already. See, I've got 3 pockets here that I did. And a pocket there. So there's 4 pockets there. This is, again, just a flip out page. I've got 2 pockets here. I kind of already have lots of pockets. I, again, just wanted to do a little bit of decorative stuff. Yeah, there needs to be something here. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see. Don't need the white fabric anymore. I did bring this out. Nope, nope, nope. It's going to have to be some lace or something. And I may have to dig into my rolls of lace so it's long enough. Ooh, I do like this dark color. Oh, wait a minute here. So, no, that's not going to work. I do like that dark color though. So anyway, I'm going to finagle a little bit and do that little bit of slow stitching. Actually, that looks okay there like that. That's okay. I'm going to do that. Yeah, I think I'm good. Yeah, let's just go for it. I was going to put the camera on hold, but now I'm not. Oh, shoot. I know if a video is more than an hour long, I tend to not watch it. I don't have the time for a whole hour video, so I try to keep my videos under 45 minutes. Get that out of the way. And I try to keep my quick tip Thursdays around 20, maybe 25 minutes. So that's kind of what my goal usually is. I need to add some more glue to that Fabri-Tac bottle. Let's just bring this here. It's a little bit finagly sometimes to grab a hold of it, but try not to get tons of glue on your fingers. I maybe need to bring in some colored laces too. I need to look through. Okay, so now I'm going to put the camera on hold and I'll be back with you guys. So I've picked out a couple of small pieces of lace to put down on this journal. And then I'm going to just show you what I did off camera, just because I think this video is getting to be a little bit long. So let's just add a little bit more lace here on this pocket. There are 3 pockets here. And I think I've said it before, like as I'm working on a journal, I may do something like this, like decorate some areas, then put some things in pockets, and then, you know, flip it open, look at it again. Does it look okay? Does it need something more? I think I might do a little bit of more stamping with the vintage photo there. I think with this one, hopefully it will work. This lace, it will dry clear. I'm just putting a little bit of this Target glue stick on it. And then I'm just going to put that there. And I think I'm going to do the same thing with this piece here. So yeah, I figured this video is getting long enough. And so we will end this as soon as I kind of do a little bit of a flip through of some of the things, like I said, I did off camera. Oops, sorry. That was loud. And I've got glue right here on my desk. Okay. So I'll just do a little flip through real quick. You saw me put that on there. I added some stitching here. I think I remember I told you that it would be easy for me to put it underneath my sewing machine, and it was. So there's a little bit of stitching there. You saw me do that. Oh, I did a little bit of stitching here on this page too with my sewing machine. So that added something. This you saw me do. I added some stitching there. This is just what we did now. I really haven't done anything. Oh, I did do some stitching there. I did a lot of stitching. I didn't realize how much I had done. This is some stitching here. And then I believe this is the front. Let's see. Oh, I went and did stitching all around it here. I had used some gold and then it didn't show up, and then I switched to a green. So, oh, and then this thing. So I did do the slow stitching here. And I love this. This is going to make a gorgeous pocket. But when I added this onto what Pam had done. It made it too big, and I think I'm going to just save it and use it in another journal. It's too beautiful. So I'm going to set that aside. You saw me do that. I did some stitching there. Oh, and this page. So this page was, remember I showed you there was a pocket here. I felt this page was very dark. When you look at this paper underneath and this, it was extremely dark. So I added some a digital on top of that. And then this is one of Rachel's fussy cut flowers. I added that. So I thought that lightened that up nicely. So anyway, that's this journal thus far. In our next Monday, I will work on some of these pages, decorating them, and we will go from there. So I appreciate you guys. I say it every video. You guys are fantastic, and your support is much appreciated. I will see you guys for Quick Tip Thursday. And until then, love you guys. Bye.